morning, my name is Gabe Zollner. I want to spend a few minutes and talk about unions this morning. Yesterday what happened in Michigan, I think, is precedence setting. And I think that Richard Snyder, the governor, I think he signed the declaration this morning, which makes Michigan a state where anybody that wants to work can work without having to join a union. Now, the reality is that there was a time for unions. There was a time when unions provided some benefit, but that time is long gone. A perfect example of that is that I believe in New York at the docks, the foremen, the top dogs, whatever they're called, they get paid 24 hours a day. And the reason they get paid 24 hours a day is because they're on call. So in other words, if something happens that they have to get involved and intervene in, they're on call. Well, isn't the doctor on call? Does a doctor get paid 24 hours a day? Is a policeman not on call? Do they get paid 24 hours a day? The unions have become a very corrupt and mischievous organization. They have only one objective in mind, and that is to take as much money as they can from the union members. Once again, there was a time many years ago when unions were beneficial, but that time is long gone. And what you'll find is that more states are going to do exactly what happened in Michigan. Obama, I heard him on TV. He's always on TV. I mean, you cannot have one single day go by where he's not on TV. And the comment that he made is as absurd as all of the other comments that he normally makes. And what he said was that this whole thing in Michigan, it's just political. It has nothing to do with money. Well, that's really not true. And the reason that is, it's not true on twofold. Number one, statistically, a state that does not require people to join unions to work, the average income is $49,400 and some odd dollars. In states that do require unions to work, they earn around $42,400 and some odd dollars. So there's a significant difference in earning ability in states that do not require people to pay into dues. Now that $42,000 and change doesn't include the fact that out of that they also have to pay their dues. And so what unions do and what they want to do is just make as much money as they can and just live off the fat. They've already done whatever they can to benefit union workers, and they're no longer benefiting, they're just taking from them. And I don't think there'll be a complete meltdown once the unions disband and disappear. And again, if that were the case, then the states that do not require people to join unions wouldn't exist, and they wouldn't have a significantly higher ability to generate personal revenue. So, again, I think there was a time for unions. I think the time has come and gone, and I think more states are going to follow the example that Michigan set. People are afraid to get involved in doing business with organizations whereby you have no control of your own destiny. A perfect example of that is a friend of mine told me that he had contemplated joining a union, and he made a certain number of inquiries, and then what he was in essence told is it doesn't matter how much you produce. In other words, you could have two people on the same job, one could be 3 times as productive as the other, yet they both earn the same. That is not fair. People should be rewarded for their ability and for their productivity. People that work in unions generally aren't, because they're protected by the unions. Companies can't fire them very easily, irrespective of how ineffective or inefficient they become. Anyway, I'm glad that Michigan went the way it went, and I suspect that it'll be the first of many states. So the unions are going to have a difficult time coming in the future. Thank you.